Hi, my name is Claudia,
And my name is Danielle.
and we're going to be discussing how technology and education are related in today's society. So, in education today, we continuously use technology as a resource. However, we should not rely on it because, as we learn in the literature, it is not always credible. Also, the overusage of technology proves that to have negative effects in all aspects of brain, eyes, and our attention spans. However, it is used in education worldwide on a daily basis.
Before implementing technology in the classroom to enrich the learning environment, children must, it is very vital, that they have a foundation for science, math, literature, and other subjects in school. As stated in the article published by the OECD, in the end, technology can amplify great teaching, but great technology cannot replace poor teaching. We believe that teachers need to be trained in all aspects of the subject they teach. They cannot just memorize the information, but rather need to fully understand the meaning of the subject. Therefore, technology can only help them if they truly understand and will hinder them if they lack the basic knowledge in their subject.
Yeah, because we know it can be useful, but in order for it to help us, we need to know how to use it in the right way. Otherwise, it will hinder our learning abilities.
As we discussed and agreed upon, digital natives are skilled in using the internet and social media, whereas technology such as the internet is new to older generations. Therefore, they are unable to work it as successfully as millennials in today's society. Also, digital natives are skilled in working the internet, but that does not mean their search history is always correct due to their inability to research properly.
Magru, author of the article we read of the challenge that's bigger than fake news, teaching students to engage in civic online reasoning, believes the students need to identify who is behind the information presented. They must evaluate the evidence presented and investigate what other sources say, while researching in order to guarantee correct information. Students are unable to identify trustworthy sites. They assume articles with graphs and data are trustworthy, but they do not always make sure if the information backed it up or was credible.
Going off of this point, Thomas Nygren, our guest lecturer, talked about it in his article Unmasking Fake News by stating, in order to limit fake information, we must be aware of the sources by assessing the evidence and checking alternative sources to ensure all data is correct. He then goes on to state that students must differentiate between native advertisements and scams by determining which is false versus credible. It is unacceptable to read an article and gain conclusions based off one article. However, if you read multiple sources, your knowledge of it would be more predictable and more reliable.
And since information online is not always 100% correct, it is vital for people to criticize the text, empathize with multiple perspectives, and take time to process the thoughts.
To wrap it up, and to conclude a summary of the articles and literature read thus far in the course, we believe that it is ironic how studies prove that technology can cause distractions, disable one's ability to think clearly in the classroom and at home, and cause stress to our eyes and minds. However, we are surrounded by a society in which technology is everywhere. However, in schools, students are constantly checking their emails, school portals, documents online, and readings. But in today's society, it is looked down upon to be constantly using our phones and computers. Granted, even if we disagree with using technology in the classroom, we must adapt to the 21st century.
We decided to focus on the technological aspects because most of the articles were related to that issue. We also think that this topic of technology is the education system is very controversial due to the fact that there are both positive and negative benefits. Therefore, we thought it would be interesting to share and discuss our opinion. Although we come from different backgrounds, And it is interesting to discuss the literature and realize we had a lot of the same viewpoints regarding technology in the classrooms.
Thanks for listening.